Hey, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash, which is the true God of the nation of Israel. And this video right here, I'm doing on zodiac signs because, a lot of our people follow zodiac signs. A lot of our people saying they Cancers, Pisces, Scorpios, what I'm saying, Taurus, all these zodiac signs, but they don't know the meaning, but they don't know where this come from. What I'm saying? So our people don't know what we doing. We just out here doing stuff. Not knowing this stuff, following this stuff right here can put you to death. You know what I'm saying? You calling yourself a Cancer and you following these signs to get you put to death by the Most High. And I'm gonna show you how. You feel what I'm saying? So first you gotta figure out, you gotta know where zodiac signs come from. Cause if you didn't know, oh yeah, it comes from the Babylonians, and the Babylonians came up with the zodiac signs. And if you read the Bible, you'll know that the only real God was the God of the Israelites, and all the other people didn't have no real God, so they had to come up with fake gods for them and their people to worship because they didn't have no real God, so they came up with this stuff. They were worshiping. They're worshiping the sun god. You got the sun, and you got the zodiac signs around it. You know what I'm saying? That's wicked. You can tell that's going off by the picture. You got. Let me go to the images before I get deep into it. Show you just how crazy this is. You feel what I'm saying? It goes against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The zodiac signs are nowhere in the Bible. This is fake. You feel what I'm saying? And they got let me get a better picture of what I'm finna say. You can't say you look, Cancer one of Cancer symbol is a crab. In the Bible, the crab is an abomination according to the Bible, because you're not supposed to eat crab legs. You're not supposed to eat shrimp and lobster. But one of their pictures is a crab. Feel what I'm saying? You got a half man, half horse. Come on, bro. This is all Babylonian customs, and we wasn't following we wasn't calling ourselves Leos and Capricorns back then. You know what I'm saying? You are an Israelite. If you didn't know, you are an Israelite. That's your true nationality. You are an Israelite according to the Bible. We wasn't calling ourselves Leos, Scorpios. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't calling each other that. I'm gonna show you how this stuff can get you put to death if you keep following this stuff. So you need to let this zodiac stuff go because it's not real. You feel what I'm saying? It's not real. I'm gonna prove that. Look, it say the division of the ecliptic into the zodiacal signs originates in Babylonian astronomy. So alright, so what is astronomy? It said the signs ordinates in Babylonian astronomy. So you gotta go and look up what's astronomy. The branch of science. Which deals with celestial objects, space, and physical universe as a whole. So this dealing with science. You know what I'm saying? These zodiac signs is dealing with science. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe in these zodiac signs, you might as well believe in the Big Bang Theory. Because, science believe in the Big Bang Theory. They believe something just came down here and made something. Feel what I'm saying? A big rock just came down here and made the world and made us. That what Big Bang. That what they mean. It follows the physical universe. So they not following the creator, the Most High. We following the universe. You know what I'm saying? They following the universe. They giving all their credit to the universe. They giving all their credit to the universe, not to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So this going off. You might well you follow astronomy. You follow the zodiac sign. You might well believe the Earth is round, because that's what science said. The Earth is round. They say we went to the moon. We didn't go to the moon. They trying to prove that by science. We didn't go. Nobody went to the moon. That's fake. You know what I'm saying? All this astronomy stuff. This is not accurate. You feel what I'm saying? It's from Greek. It is a nature science that studies celestial objects and phenomena. It uses mathematics. Come on now. It uses mathematics. Why would you follow something that uses mathematics, physics, and chemistry in order to explain their origin and evolution? Objects of interest include planets, moons, stars, nebulae, something like that, galaxies, and comets. So they're just following the universe, really. So I'm saying, if you follow zodiac sign, you really following the universe. You're not following the God of the Bible. Feel what I'm saying? So where do zodiac traits come from? The sun determines the zodiac sign. So you telling me you already should know this fate because they say the sun determines zodiac sign. So if you didn't know, these Greeks and Babylonians, they were worshiping the sun. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't have no real God. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you go read the Bible, they didn't have no real God. So they had to make up their own gods. So they realized these Babylonians and Greeks realized believed in this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? They believed in this stuff. They believed in their God, but they wasn't real. Their God wasn't real. You feel what I'm saying? So we you can see on the picture, on one of the pictures, it was a Greek man. You feel what I'm saying? It was a Greek man. Check this out. You feel what I'm saying? Look, that's a so-called. That's a Greek. And they called them gods. Them were they gods to them. They called them God, Venus, all those. That stuff not real, but that's not in the Bible. But it's not biblical. It's not biblical. You feel what I'm saying? It's not biblical. So the sun determines the zodiac sign. However, it also lines across different planetary bodies at certain times of our births. Hence, zodiac will affect a personality based on the period month of birth. So you telling me, just say somebody born on January and they're Cancer. I don't know what the sign is for January, but just say somebody born on January and they're Cancer, and they say for Cancer, oh, they mean. So just say another person born on that same month that other person is, but that person nice. You feel what I'm saying? How that's gonna determine how that determine your personality based on the period of the month of your birth? That don't make sense because different people that's born on the same month, they have different personalities. Everybody that's born on that same month not gonna have the same personality, or it's not gonna line up correctly with everybody else. It might line up correctly with you, but another person, the same zodiac sign that you got, they not gonna have. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all born on the same month. It might not line up correctly with them. That's how you know the zodiac signs are going off. You feel me? It's not real. You feel what I'm saying? This is a Babylonian custom. So this how I'm showing. Let me finish reading this real quick. And also the sign of the planet aligning with the sun at the time. So they were going by planets and the sun. You feel what I'm saying? That's going off. That's going off. You feel what I'm saying? That's how they lined up the zodiac sign. They were going by the planets and the suns. And I'm finna show you how you going off if you following these zodiac signs. Check this out. The first commandment. The first commandment. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So check this out. If you following zodiac signs, you're following the Babylonian. You following the Babylonians' custom, cause that was their gods. So you saying this? You saying you're a Cancer? You saying you're a Pisces? You following another god. That's how we in the situation we in now as a people, because we were following the other gods, and we wasn't just following statues. You know what I'm saying? They fake statue. We were following stuff like this, calling ourselves Cancers, Pisces. But what I'm saying, you following another god, bro. You're not following the God of the Bible, because you saying you following the Babylonian custom, and you saying that you're a Pisces. You following another god, cause you following their god. So you can't say you following the God of the Bible and then calling yourself a Cancer, because that's another God that you following. You can't follow two gods. You feel what I'm saying? That's how this going on. That's how they can get you put destroyed. Cause that's the number one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt have no other God before me. So that can get you put to death. So if you didn't know, you're not a Cancer, you're not a Leo, you got grown men out here calling themselves Capricorns. A grown man out here somewhere calling himself a Capricorn. Feel what I'm saying? If you didn't know, you're not those. You know what I'm saying? That's not who you are. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans of Negro and Indian descent, you are not a Capricorn. You are an Israelite according to the Bible, and the Israelites are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites are His chosen people that He chose to be His specific chosen people. Look up the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. Or you can look at my video that I did the other day. I did a video on Deuteronomy 28 chapter, or the curses that we fit. If you and your ancestors fit those curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, you are an Israelite. You're not a Leo. You're not a Capricorn. That's nowhere in the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? So why follow something that's not in the Bible? Matter of fact, it goes against the Bible, because it says, "Thou shalt have no other God before me." And these Greeks and Babylonians make their own gods, and you following their gods. Feel what I'm saying? So they can get you put to death when the Most High come back. So you gotta let these zodiac signs go. But the Babylonians had you in slavery if you didn't know. um the Babylonians had you in slavery if you didn't know. So you following a custom of you following a custom by all right, just say you following the Babylonian custom. You following them and they had you in slavery. So you following the people that had you in slavery, you following their custom. That don't make any sense, do it? I mean, look, in the Hebrew Bible, the captivity in Babylon is presented as a punishment for idolatry and disobedience to his name, not Yahweh. His name is Yahweh. All right, so the Most High, he gave us he lied the Babylonians to put us into slavery because idolatry. He lied the Babylonians to conquer us because we were following these other guys like we doing now. Feel what I'm saying? We were disobedient to the Most High. He allowed them to overcome us. Feel what I'm saying? And disobedient to Yahweh in a similar way to the presentation of the Israelite slavery in Egypt, followed by deliverance. The Babylonian captivity had a number of serious effects on quote unquote Judaism and Jew customs. I'm gonna say Jew customs because those Jewish people are not the real Jews. Jewish just mean the ISH just mean pertaining to. If somebody say you acting childish or you really a child, no, you acting like a child. So when they say when those people say when those white people say they Jewish, they just want to be Jews. But the so-called Jews are black people. You so-called black people, you can look it up. Do your history on the real Jews. They're so-called Negroes. Feel what I'm saying? So let me see if I can find that verse of Nimrod. I mean, not Nimrod, but Nebuchadnezzar. Here you go, right here. When did the Babylonians invade Israel? The Siege, whatever, of Jerusalem was a military campaign carried out by Nebuchadnezzar. And Nebuchadnezzar II, he was the king of the Babylonians. In 597 BC and 605 BC, he defeated Pharaoh Necho at a battle of Carchemish and subsequently invaded Judah. So he invaded Judah. You feel what I'm saying? He came in and invaded Judah, which are the so-called Negroes of today. Let me get the other. Let me find the other one I want to see on Nebuchadnezzar when he was making his own gods. Feel what I'm saying? He was a heathen, so it don't really matter. Hold on, let me find that. Look, and the Babylonians had their own god. You feel what I'm saying? They had their own god, Marduk. Marduk, it was not a real god. Marduk in Mesopotamian religion, the chief god of the city of Babylon and the natural god of Babylonia. As such, he was eventually called simply Baal or Lord. So they were calling this statue Lord and Baal. This was the name they were calling these statues, and they were not real. Originally, he seems to have been a god of thunderstorms. He say, hold on, Salaki. Originally, he seems to have been a god of thunderstorms. So he was quote unquote to be a god of thunderstorms. All this stuff is not real. You feel what I'm saying? These Greek Babylonian customs. You feel what I'm saying? That's going off, and you should stop worshiping this. Or stop saying that you are a Leo and a Capricorn. Babylonian captivity, also called Babylonian exile, the forced detention of Jews in Babylonia following the latest conquest of the kingdom of Judah in 597 and 587 6 BCE. So these people had God's chosen people in slavery. They had the Jews in slavery. They had the so-called Negroes, the so-called Haitians, and the so-called Jamaicans. They had them in slavery. You feel what I'm saying? So if you are so-called black, a so-called matter of fact, if you're a so-called Israelite, period, from Judah all the way to Issachar, you feel what I'm saying? You need to stop worshiping or following these zodiac signs because you know what I'm saying, it's wicked, it's going off, and it's not real. You feel what I'm saying? You following something that's not real. That determine your personality by the month you born. That don't make any sense, bro. But our people don't look deep. Our people don't just stop and think about it. Think about how this stuff is not real. It's just science. You know what I'm saying? Science go off. You feel what I'm saying? Science don't go off. Science go off half of the time, and you following these zodiac signs, thinking they just real. Feel what I'm saying? That's going off, and it's time for us to start. It's time for you to just let these zodiac signs go and come back to your true nationality, that you're Israelite according to the Bible. Let me see some of these meetings. And they really, all right, you know how it's 12 zodiac signs? They really trying to bite on the Bible a little bit, because the Bible is 12 tribes of Israel, which are God's chosen people. But these Babylonians made 12 signs. They made 12 signs of the zodiac signs. Just like it's 12 tribes of Judah, just like it's 12 tribes of Israel, they're gonna try to make their own chart and make their own signs. Make their own 12 signs at that. It's going off, bro. They trying, you know what I'm saying? They be biting on the Bible, of course. They be trying to get some of the Bible. See, like, why would you have a sign of? See, our people don't understand, and it's cool that you don't understand right now. But when you finish watching this video, you should understand that this stuff wicked, and you should stop following it. Why would you have a sign of a lobster look like a lobster or a crab? That's a lobster, like a lobster. Why would you have a sign of a lobster? And the Bible says, lobster and crabs are an abomination. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't believe, I'll put that scripture right quick to show you. So when you following these crab, you following? They got a sign as of a lobster, meaning they don't care. You feel what I'm saying? They're not following the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? So they don't care, and you following them. So they got you going off. What the meanings of these for? Hidden meaning to anger. Aries feeling disrespected. Taurus feeling bullied. So come on, y'all. And you can't determine a person by these. A person to be like, oh, say a female to be feeling you, right? A female to be feeling you. Then she asks you what your zodiac sign is, and you tell her Cancer, and she don't want to deal with you no more. You feel what I'm saying? She was dealing with you before you told her that you was a Cancer, because she talking about, they say Cancer cheat. So she said, oh, he gonna cheat on me because he a Cancer. And it's crazy because a lot of people brainwash, a lot of people believe in these meanings. So they going off people, they judge people by these signs. You feel what I'm saying? They believe in, just because the person a Cancer, and it say a person, just because it say a person a Cancer, and it say, oh, that person disrespectful. You can't be like, oh, his sign say he disrespectful, so I ain't gonna even talk to him. I was gonna talk to him, but his sign say he disrespectful, so I ain't gonna need to talk to him because I know he gonna disrespect me. Come on, bro. Let these zodiac signs go, bro. Leave these zodiac signs alone, because they fake. You know what I'm saying? It's not biblical. It goes against the Bible. These are Babylonian gods. This was their custom. They had all type of fake gods, and this one of they fake customs that they did. Feel what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing new under the sun. Let me get that scripture. It's nothing new under the sun, you know what I'm saying? Our people were doing the same thing they were doing back then that they were doing now. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that has been is Slacky. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Meaning our people was doing this back then in the Bible times. You know what I'm saying? We got captured by the Babylonians, and we started worshiping their gods. You know what I'm saying? Our people back then was probably, I know they were. Our people back then had zodiac signs. Our people back then were calling themselves Cancers, Leos. You know what I'm saying? Nothing new under the sun. But you got to understand that these are not your God. This is not your God, Israelites. Your God is Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai, which is the name of the true God of the Bible. Feel what I'm saying? That is your God. And you got to come back to him and start worshiping him, because once you understand, worshiping these other gods is what got us into slavery, segregation, modern day slavery like we in now. This is why we got into the situation we in now as a people, because we was out here worshiping other people gods, and they were not God. And our God is a jealous God. You feel what I'm saying? He is a jealous God. So if he see you worshiping these other gods, he gonna put judgment upon you. So that's why you gotta let these other gods go and understand that you are an Israelite. You are Israelite, and that's way better than being a Cancer. Way 80 times, 100 times better than being a Cancer, because that's not real. You feel what I'm saying? It's not real. These are the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. You know, which makes up the blacks and Hispanics. You feel what I'm saying? You got Judah, American blacks, Benjamin, West Indian blacks, which also can be the Jamaicans and Nigerians, because there's a lot of Nigerians that are Israelites as well. So Benjamin could be those as well, Jamaicans and Nigerians. So Levi is the Haitians, Ephraim is the Puerto Ricans, Manasseh is the Cubans, Simeon is the Dominicans, Zebulun is the Guatemalans to Guatemalan to Panamanians. Gad is the Native American Indians. Reuben is the Seminole Indians. Asher is the Colombia to Uruguay. Issachar is the Mexicans, Aztecs. Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. So these are the 12 tribes of Israel. This is biblical. This is in the Bible. You can look up. You can go in the Bible and you will find the 12 tribes of Israel. This is your nationality. We wasn't calling each other blacks. We wasn't calling each other African Americans. That's not your nationality. Your real biblical nationality that the Most High gave you is the Israelites. The Israelites are the best people on the planet Earth, bro. It ain't nobody touching the Israelites, bro. God's chosen people. If God chose you to be a special people, come on now. Nobody ain't touching you. That's why if just say the blacks and Hispanics wasn't in the just say the blacks and Hispanics wasn't even here. You know what I'm saying? This world would be so dry. You feel what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no music. It wouldn't be no movies, cause it wouldn't be no acting. Nothing wouldn't be funny. Wouldn't be no entertainment. It wouldn't be no swag. It wouldn't be no seasoning in the foods. Everything could just be dry here if the Israelites weren't here on the earth. Everything could just be dry. Because why? Because these are God's chosen people. He made us to be his chosen people, so he made us special to him. Feel what I'm saying? That's why we bring this. That's why we got the swag. We bring all the type of sauce, all the type of flavor to the world. Because we are God's chosen people. You are not a Libra. You know what I'm saying? You are not a Libra. You are not a Cancer. You are not a Scorpio. Feel what I'm saying? You are a Israelite, which is God's chosen people, and you look into that. You feel what I'm saying? Look into your nationality, cause this right here is a Greek and this is a Babylonian custom. This is not gonna get you saved. Knowing that, believing that you a Scorpio, a Pisces, Aquarius, a Capricorn, this is not gonna get you saved and get you to the kingdom of heaven. Feel what I'm saying? This is not gonna get you saved and get you sent to the kingdom of heaven. This is all just it's myth. This is a myth. This is all just science. You know what I'm saying? Made up. But you knowing that you're an Israelite and coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave you from the beginning can get you saved and get you to the kingdom of heaven. So come back to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, Israel, and understand that these zodiac signs gonna get you put to death if you keep following them, because you following another people's God and you going off. So yeah, this is just my video. I ain't want to make it too long. I might do a part 2 to get deeper into this, because I'm saying our people gotta understand this is wicked. This is going off. But yeah, I'm finna end this video. I want to get all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Shemi, Hawashah, Hashem, Kjv These, and Israel. Y'all keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get your own information. You feel what I'm saying? Look deep into this and you'll see that this is BS. You feel what I'm saying? The zodiac signs are BS, and it don't determine you as a person. You feel what I'm saying? So I love y'all. Stay strong. Stay in the truth. Shalom.